M.A.S.K Vintage subscribers. So what we've got here is episode 1 of my Kenner M.A.S.K toy reviews. So I'm going to go back through, starting with series 1, look at these beautiful, magnificent vehicles, toys I had as a child, so many of us had in our youth, in our childhood, and I'm going to start with series 1 Switchblade. It's absolutely spectacular. I'm going to show you what comes with it, how it works. Then I'm going to give you my rating on it, and then I'll throw a little bit of my experience with it as a kid, etc. And yeah, I love this thing. So I don't know if you've seen any of my Star Wars reviews. I often give a lot of 9.5s and some gentleman high scores with Kenner M.A.S.K. If it's a 10, it's a 10. I'm going straight for the kill. I love these things. That are my absolute favourite toy line. Anywhere, of anything. Everyone thinks Star Wars is my number 1. Kenner M.A.S.K is my number 1. So, without further ado, Series 1, Switchblade. So this Series 1 came out in 1985, and I think consisted of 8 vehicles. Switchblade was, I believe, the first one I attained, and for some reason it was, I think, the least popular. It wasn't a fancy, snazzy looking car, and it was a bad dude. Bad dudes weren't that popular back then. Everyone wanted the hero. I always liked the bad dudes. I liked the Megatrons, the Cobra Commanders, Vaders, Miles Mayhems of the world. I'm a bad man. I like the bad dudes. So yeah, I got this guy first, and let's have a look at it. So at first glance, it's an unassuming helicopter with a very cool little working propeller from that little lever here, little blue lever button, whatever you want to call it. So it gets him going, flicks his propeller around, and he comes with, initially unhidden, Miles Mayhem and a M.A.S.K. There's a short and a long version of the M.A.S.K from a lot of the series 1s. So there's Miles Mayhem and his M.A.S.K. I have an exceptional condition. I got a very big M.A.S.K collection a long time ago, and I sold my childhood ones. It's a sad story. I sold my childhood M.A.S.K on eBay for $19.99 roughly, for peanuts. Less than $20-30 a vehicle, I believe, and I'm talking stiletto, all the killers, all the rippers. So I've gone back, bought them all, but I've been quite patient. I'm quite a stickler for condition, and I find M.A.S.K are very hard to get in nice condition. Chrome, stickers, they're very playable, a lot of mechanical working parts, so I'm very picky. But I got a big load a while ago, and I kept about 8 of them from that one load because they were in such nice condition I couldn't part with them. So this is my Switchblade. So like I said, it comes with Miles and the M.A.S.K, and then yeah, initially it's a helicopter. Then when we start turning attack mode and going evil, it comes into a very, very serious fighter jet. So first step, is you flick the propeller over here and push down. The propeller locks away, alright? Then the cool step, I'll save the cool for last actually. Then you got the feet here just turn sideways, flat out I should say. Oops, I spoiled one of the lasers. Oh. I'm going to put it back anyway. So the landing gear falls to the side to make this mean looking side cannon kind of thing, alright? Then, the best part, and how it switches, Switchblade. You pull the back lever here to bring his top in for a jet, and as it locks, it does several things. It locks the propellers in, and it also releases the side wings on a small lever here when you push it all the way down. Mine didn't work. I haven't used this for ages. It was working perfectly. Now let's just, there you go. It's just a bit stiff. So I'm going to do that again because that was so cool. But that releases its side wings into its jet mode. So I'm going to pop them back. So they just click in. Put that fin back down and you bring the wings back and they click in. There's a little lever there on the side. Alright, so they're back in almost helicopter mode. Then you bring that over. Hopefully it works a bit. Now that's loosened up a bit. And get ready for it. Out come the side wings, switch out. Then, when it does that, the side wings release, click a small button on this part of the helicopter to push out this little silver laser. So you'll see that one's out because the wing's there. I'll pull this wing back a bit. When I flick that wing out again, it releases that little laser there with the button. And then, when you flick the landing gear like that, there's also 2 little buttons in the back of the landing gear which ejects some couple more little lasers. So he turns into a pretty mean fighter jet, I believe. I'm very, 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 very biased. I had this as a child, as I've said many times, and I found it to be spectacular. It turns into a beautiful fighter jet. I mean, look at that, helicopter to jet. But we're not quite done there. It's got one more cool thing, and you can see it right there. It's got a little missile, a little orange missile. So he's flying along, a little lever on the underside. Whoops, I didn't put the cockpit in. Little lever on the underside, you pull it and he drops a very cool little orange missile and nearly blew up his own driver. So yeah, he's pretty armed, he's got a bit of playability. Mine actually survived, and when I sold mine, stupidly for very little, it was in actually really nice condition. So I did play with it a lot, but I also, you know, I kept it perched. When I was done with it, I put it away safely on the shelf or whatever. I looked after it, wiped it down and stuff like that. My stickers were all intact, as this one's are. But I have found I had quite a few of these through. I haven't had one for ages, and I've got a couple of people asking me for one. I found a couple have had some damage to the wing mechanism on the side here, and that's really it. Really, that's the main thing. And often this part doesn't work, the part that jammed up a little bit here. And I've had a couple of breaks with that little clip here that hold that wing in. That little clip there that gets released when you put the fin down. That can break. So I found that can be a little bit fragile, but for the most part it's pretty robust and sturdy. And yeah, like I said, this brings back, unlocks so many childhood memories for me. Absolute magic toy for me. I'll pop it back to helicopter mode. One thing I didn't mention was when the wings come down, it also exposes the Venom stickers, which are hidden in helicopter mode. So then those wings click up. When those wings click up, the Venom stickers are hidden, which is very, very cool. Anyway, let's pop him back to helicopter mode. I did really like the blades, the moving helicopter blades function. And that's also triggered, I forgot to mention also, after you click it down, that's triggered by the reverse side of the helicopter thing that sends the helicopter spinning. This ejects it. So it flicks it over, and then you got a moving blade. What a magnificent, magnificent vehicle. Now obviously, I think you probably know I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. I've been inspired to do these because I've been doing just Star Wars review after Star Wars review, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? These are my favourite toys. Why am I showcasing some of these? And there aren't that many of them, so I'll space them out. I was also a little bit inspired by the fact that the Loyal Subjects are re-releasing these. I've actually pre-ordered the first 4. They're calling them Wave 1, which is Condor, Thunderhawk, this dude, and who else is in there? Jackhammer, I think. No, it wasn't Jackhammer. Who else did they call in? Put it in. Trying to think of the 4th one that they've got in there. Thunderhawk. Oh, Rhino, of course. The monster beast semi-trailer. So yeah, Rhino, Thunderhawk, Condor, and Switchblade are all in their series 1 of the Loyal Subjects. So I've pre-ordered them, and then I've gone out and brought a golden and black version, which looks spectacular. So I can't get them all. Like, where am I going to put them? But I'm going to have to get one of them. And that Thunderhawk looks ridiculous. The gold and black looks unbelievable. They just pull on your heartstrings. I was not a modern toy collector. I don't really collect modern toys. I've got a few Masters Origins. They sucked me in a little bit. But you're really tugging on my heartstrings and my nostalgia value here when you're talking Kenner M.A.S.K. So look, I'm going to try and get as many as I can. When it comes to Series 2, I didn't love them all. So I don't know if I'll get them all. But once you're in, you're kind of all in, and you kind of can't stop, can you? But I am going to make a point to open them all and play with them and put them on display and stuff like that. So I don't just want to be a box collector with them and think you're going to get value and care about that. I just want to have them out on display and have a bit of fun with them and compare them to these ones, which I'm sure I'll do a video of that, comparing these guys. So I think they drop in, I think it might be November, so I'll probably do I like them so much, I might even do a live unboxing of them for a laugh. But that's the Switchblade. Like I said, 10 out of 10, any day of the week for me. Very hard to get in spectacular condition, perfect chrome, stickers, nothing broken. You get one, as I did, you can't let it go. You must cherish it and keep it close to your heart. That's the Switchblade. I've got all of Series 1 except for Thunderhawk, so the OG First Date Series 1, except for Thunderhawk. So I can let you decide which one I do next. Put in the comment who you want to see next. Don't say Thunderhawk, because then I have to go and buy a mint one, you know, which I have been hunting. That I find that lightning bolt sticker on the side wings almost impossible to attain in perfect condition. That is why I'm yet to own one. I've had about 6 or 7 nice ones go through my hands, but I'm really OCD, and that sticker lifting or being creased really gives me the willies, so I haven't kept one. But if you know of a mint Thunderhawk, please send it my way, let me know. I'm definitely looking for one, but if you want me to do, tell me which review you want me to do next. You can do Condor, you can do Rhino, you can do whoever you want. Gator, talk to me, alright? I'm happy to do any of them. I will space these out because like I said, there's not that many and I don't even have them all, so there's even fewer. So thanks for watching guys, that's my first look at Kenner M.A.S.K and this is the Switchblade. I believe it was my first, I'm pretty sure it was my first. I think Jackhammer came second for me. But yeah, obviously you love it first sight for me and it's still in my heart 40 odd years later, so keep watching guys. I'm going to show you vintage toys, show you my personal stuff, I'll show you stuff that's coming in. I don't keep everything, so every time I get something cool in I'll showcase it to you guys and you'll know what I've got coming up for sale, so you won't miss out. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. You just click subscribe, it's free. You know your way you get notified when I've got stuff coming up. And yeah, you won't miss out on anything. Thanks for watching guys. I love my toys obviously and I'm a little bit obsessed with them. I haven't stopped playing with them after 40 odd years. I'm coming up on 50 and there's no cause for me to discontinue my toy infatuation and play. So why not share it with you guys and have a bit of fun.